Hey guys, Giggity come back with another DFS video. In today's video, I want to do something I haven't done yet. I was watching one of my good friends on YouTube. He was on Twitch this time, and we were going back and forth about DFS. He was like, "Can you do like a video for beginners, for people who don't know and just want to get into it?" And I realized that a bunch of my subscribers are from the gaming portions, so I wanted to try to get a little bit of a leeway, try to help them cross over and join this with me, and try to help them out the best I can to try to get it going. So shout out to Showtime. His link should be in the description below. Good friend of mine. Go show him some love. But anyways, quickly, we'll get the plugs out of the way. Most of my projections and stuff off of RotoWire, I leave them in the descriptions of all my videos. There's no projections in this one, but it's all right. And then go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if this video helped you guys out. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram and Twitter in the links in the description below. Without further ado, this is NBA DFS. I'm going to be doing this for NFL, MLB for the future, but I probably won't be doing this for a little bit. Let's jump into it. And first thing I just want to go over is scoring. In NBA, there's a couple different stats you can get. Points are one of the most obvious. If you get a ball in the basket, that's a point.
Well, they're 2 or 3.
Yeah.
The only free throws are 1. So
this is basically basketball 101. But rebounds are worth 1.25. Assists are worth 1.25.
I think they're worth 1.5. I think you got that mixed up.
Did I actually
continue?
Blocks, steals, 2 each. Turnover, negative 0.05. DD is double-double. Did I mess it up?
Assists are 1.5, not 1.25.
Let me fix that then. Sorry. I'm trying to teach you guys, and I typed it in wrong. My bad. Turnovers are negative 0.5 point. Double-doubles is when you get 10 in 2 of the 5 categories up there, which is points, rebounds, assists, blocks, or steals. Triple-double is worth 3. We're not going to go over quadruple. It hasn't been done in 20 plus years. Don't see it happening. And for a 3-pointer made on DraftKings, it's 0.5. I don't think that has anything to do with any of the other sites, or I don't know. I'm going to start getting into FanDuel and Yahoo soon, so eventually. Minutes equals money. The more your player is on the court, the higher he's going to score. I feel like that's just self-explanatory. So somebody who's going to get 40 minutes is normally going to score more than somebody who gets 20. I don't know. It's just
that's also how they determine their pricing too. Is if a player plays consistently 15, 20 minutes a game, they're going to be priced in that 3,500 to 4K range, compared to when you see these Giannis Antetokounmpos and these Damian Lillards, LeBron James, who play 35 plus minutes a game. You'll see them get the higher prices, obviously.
Exactly. And plus, you can't score points if you're on the bench. So minutes equal money. Get all the players that are going to get the more minutes. Budgets, and this is one of the big things for DraftKings. You get about $50,000. You get $50,000 to build a team. Each player has a value. I think today, like Harden was like $12,000 or something.
Yeah, I think it was 12.5. Some stupid.
Luka Doncic was 11.4. So
11.3, yeah.
Okay, but each player is worth a certain amount, and you want to try to build. Basically, you want to try to build a core if you're going to be running more than one lineup of the players you think are going to score the best. And then what you want to do is you want to eventually find value around them in order to pay up for a Harden or a Luka, a James, a Giannis, so that you can actually get the players that score more points. By building a core, if your core goes off, you're going to make more money. Obviously, it's a hit or miss. So if your core does not do well, your core should be the players that are projected the best. So most of the time, your core will pay off. But you just need to, if you're going to do that, build like 2 or 3 players on multiple lineups, and then just stick to that and just build around it, and hopefully you'll get the right combination. Cash versus tournaments is very important as well. For cash plays, those are all your double ups, your triple ups, your 50-50s, your head-on heads. That's the ones that you're going to win about 40 to 50% of the time.
33 to 45% of the time. DraftKings has this thing called Rake, which basically on double ups is 5% or whatever. It basically instead of 50% of the field winning, it's about 44 to 45% of the field that wins.
But you'll win more often in cash lineups than in tournament lineups.
Absolutely.
The thing is, with cash lineups, you
don't make as much.
You'll get like your double doubles or your double up, sorry. So if you put in $5, you can win 10, but you know the max you're gonna win.
Yes.
With tournaments, you get the false illusion that you can win up to $1 million, but some people typically can. But with these lineups, you want to play them a little bit differently. For the cash lineups, you want to play all the players that have the highest floor, meaning the worst they can do is X amount of points, and you want that to be the highest among the slates. For tournaments, you want to play a little bit more riskier so that you can build a team that is unique, and if they go off, it works better. They might not have the highest of floors, but they might have a higher ceiling. So you might be able to try to get their ceiling game, and you would have to get that out of a couple players to make a lot of money. But you just need to be able to find the right plays, which some of them are like the value plays, which is the next thing on our list, which is going to mostly come off of players that are out or if injuries, and players that are starting but aren't necessarily at the price that they should be if they were starting. Say Andre Drummond is out for tonight and somebody comes in and backs him up. That's a bad example, sorry. Say LeBron James is out. That's going to push up, say, Rajon Rondo, Kyle Kuzma, and you might get them at 5,000-6,000, or even some players you can get them at 3,500, 4K.
Yeah. Like Nikola Jokic, he's out. Oh, then Mason Plumlee is priced to play 15 minutes, and all of a sudden now he's playing 25 to 30 minutes at a price tag that's supposed to be for 15 minutes. Therefore, you're getting a much better value, and that also allows you to put better players around him, like these high-priced players.
Exactly. And then you want to do more of the value plays in tournament lineups, but you do want to have some in cash. But with tournaments, you want to you need to get lucky on your value plays. You want them to go off. Even if a 3K player goes off, you want them to get at least like 25, 30 points.
Yeah.
You want them to get a decent amount so that you can actually move up. But value plays are very important to try to find something cheaper. And then ownership is very, very important in tournaments. If a player is owned by half the tournament, it's not going to do you much to play him, unless
it's good chalk.
Unless it's good. Then you got to try to figure out the difference between good chalk and bad chalk. Like last night, there was Dennis Smith Jr., and he absolutely shit the bed. It was not good. He was like 65% owned
and got 11 points.
So that's bad chalk. But if say like perfect, Luka Doncic tonight was 46% owned in tournaments or something in the big one, and he put up 65, which is great. That's good chalk. So you got to try to figure out the difference between good chalk and bad chalk, and you need to be able to just try to tell the difference. And it's not just off of projections, even though those are very, very important. Projections are not the biggest thing. And then I think the last thing I really, really want to touch on is stay alert until lock. NBA did put in a requirement that they need to release their starting lineups 30 minutes before.
That only does you good for the 7 o'clock games.
And 7:30, yeah.
Not even really the 7:30 ones, because those are coming out right at lock if the coaches follow it exactly to a T.
Exactly. So basically, you want to be watching up until lock. Watch for injuries. Say if it's like a 10 o'clock game and you're waiting to see, is AD going to be in tonight? And all of a sudden he's not. You got to try to find pivots. So you go, okay, if AD is not in tonight, I can go ahead and pivot off to Kuzma, or I can go ahead and pivot off to James. Or, okay, I'm just trying to find names. You can go ahead and try to pivot off and try to find players to go to if your player is out. Also, you got to try to find out like a balance, because you need to find more than one pivot, I would say, because you don't want to go and pivot from one player to another, and all of a sudden you had 60-70% of this player, and now you have 67% of another player that's not going to do good. So you got to find multiple pivots, try to build unique lineups, and try to figure out the best way to do that. But that's how much I have. That's all I have for the slide. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave in the comment section below. If I get enough questions, I'll do a part 2 to this video. Anything you want to finish with, Nick?
Just be smart, know what you like to play, start noticing what you have success in. If you are doing better in cash games than you are in 1 max or 3 max, and continue with cash games, do what you gotta do to be able to be in the positives. If you notice you played for 4 weeks straight, nothing but GPP tournaments, trying to go for the 50K, the 25K, whatever, and you realize I am in the negatives by like 120%, then a good idea would be try something different, try 3 max, try these different cash games, and try to build bankroll or stuff like that. Just learn what type of player you want to be. Use statistics, use advanced analytics, and always keep an eye out for injuries and
use advanced analytics like RotoWire, link in the description below.
I use DFS Army, so
try to find a site that helps you out. I personally use RotoWire. He uses DFS Army.
Awesemo.com is a great one too. Roto Grinders. There's tons and tons of websites out there if you want to get access to projections, to ownership projections, to rankings, to injuries, to whatever. There's a website out there for it.
And if you guys want to talk to me directly, go ahead. In the link in the description below, you can either get my Twitter, my Instagram, or my Discord is also in the link in the description. If you want guys come by and chat and see play this or this player, and just chat with me, I'll be in my Discords more often. If you guys want to hang out there, links in the description of that as well. If you guys have any other questions, once again, leave them in the comment section below or in the Discord, and I will be doing a part 2 to this video if I get enough questions. But that's going to do it for today, for this video. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys did, make sure you like, share the video if you guys did, and I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.